It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Eagles, coming up next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Looking to throw. Gary. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Trying to connect there with Rashad White out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud of being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They will run for the first time here with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They go with White on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Operating from the gun, Gary. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. But now it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Gary. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Back to throw. Gary. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's White. To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that,
Still
Brandon.
down.
That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Shipley.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gary. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In motion, the tight end. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the slant, he's got Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Looking to throw. Gary. This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw. Gary.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gary. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In motion goes the tight end. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Rashad White.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And no one went home happy after this one, as it ends in a rare tie. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. This now a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Gary over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now back to the ground game with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught right side, Davis. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Gary. And it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3. The tight end in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right
Still
in front of
first
him.
down.
He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
2nd and 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing is Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with a run by White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gary. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11 from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Gary, a short throw caught by Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Operating from the gun, Gary. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw again.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And the Seahawks are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Operating from the gun, Gary. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And out now come the Eagles.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra
Still first down.
that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hurts. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start to drive with White.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Finds White. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.